What's up, y'all? I thought I'd come and talk to you guys. I got a few before my babies get to the crib. So he's gonna talk a little bit. I got some shit in my mouth. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, so today I wanted to talk about masculine versus the feminine energy that I've experienced so far. What I've experienced so far, as far as the masculine energy, with like the male Orishas, Papa Legba, and like Ochosi and Shango, and Ogun, and all of those energies that I've experienced so far. And these are my beginning experiences with these particular entities. But I noticed that the male energy is a little bit nicer than the feminine energy that I come into. Like the women, they don't fucking play. Like the feminine energies that come around, like they don't play. And they probably are like that because I'm a girl myself, and they gotta let me know, like, hey, I ain't playing with your ass, and don't play with me, type shit. Um, that can definitely be. I'm like, why is my hair looking okay? Maybe I gotta hold it up like that so y'all can see my princess. I made this and I just did my hair with all my little colors on there. That's why it took me so long to do my hair because it just takes forever. But I hope you guys like it. But anyways, um, so the masculine energy that I have came into, like Papa Legba, and it was like very powerful. Like it was very, very, very powerful. Like when he came around and stuff, and he was basically the energy that I felt with him was it was just really powerful. I don't really know how to describe that. It was very, very powerful. I don't want to say the word overwhelming because the word overwhelming is probably what it got a few days of being in his presence was like just kind of overwhelming. But I made it. You know, it wasn't like I had to ask him to like back off or anything. I was able to take the energy that he was definitely giving off. And when I met Ochosi, and that is the warrior. He's like the he's a warrior in charge of the astral travel and the astral realm, and that's also my dad. When I met him, he was like laid back, like just like the coolest. Like if he had a body, he would be like the coolest energy to ever even want to be around. Like for real, for real. I don't really know how to describe that. He just came in like a friend, like an old friend that you haven't seen for a while. You knew that you would be all right in their presence. They have your back. He tracks your path for you. He makes sure that you are along your path. That there's anything in your way, he'll get it out of your way for you. Him and Ogun. Ogun was he was pretty cool too. He was definitely pretty cool too. He wasn't as grumpy as people say that he is. He did you could feel that vibration of like he really doesn't really want to be bothered or whatever. Um, but he was still nice. And let's see. Shango. Shango, he came around me like for a couple of days, and he very flirtatious, and he's like definitely who they say he is, especially when it comes to ladies. If he thinks that you're pretty, then he'll help you. He'll do something for you because he thinks you're pretty. Like he just will. I don't know, but he has very, very good energy too. Like it's very loving and like flirtatious, and if he speaks to you, you can hear him. And if you're a girl, of course, and you're a pretty girl, I'm only speaking from my perspective. He's really flirtatious and he's really nice. But um, I've heard of people like doing like crazy shit with spirits, like sleeping with them shit. That they don't touch you. If you don't want them to touch you, you can just be like, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable." Like they won't try to either. Like they know what the fuck you're on. You know what I'm saying? If you want some shit like that, then I don't know because I've never experienced that in that way because I ain't never came at them like that. But just when I say like he's flirtatious, he is very flirtatious. But he's not like trying to do anything to me, like sexually or anything like that because I would know that, and I would say you can't do that. But he never even tried that, or none of them have ever tried that. And I've heard stories of people saying that they've tried that with them, but as far as my experience goes, they have not tried that. So I think those are pretty much all the. And I did meet Archangel Gabriel a while back, and his powerful self was way more powerful than any of the other energies that I've described to you right now. Gabriel. So, and that was like a power like I never. It could have been because I was like still like waking up and I wasn't used to experiencing that type of feeling or whatever. It definitely could have been that, but so far the strongest power that I felt would have to be the power of Archangel Gabriel, and that's a masculine um, energy there. But to the feminine energy, the first female I came into contact was Oshun. Um, well, they all was there, but Oshun was there, and me and her kind of had like this little bit because I was like hardcore Christian at first, and didn't really know who I was. I always had powers. I always used my powers. I always used the energy that flowed from me while still going to church every Sunday and being married to a preacher and all of that, you know. So I definitely did use the powers, even though I was a Christian. But I seen before I knew what was going on. I seen Oshun with Beyonce, and I was like, not with her, but inside of her. Like that was Oshun. She wanted to show herself. And then basically, this is when the Orishas first started to come into my life or whatever. So I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with you because you're not getting up in this body. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with you. And basically, she was like, we already in there. But the whole point is that they explained to me, like, just because I seen that situation with Beyonce, that's between them and Beyonce. That's between their higher self or whatever situation they got going on. That mind your business. It's basically what they told me. Well, what Oshun told me concerning Beyonce, because she was like, "I'll have my own relationship with you, like I have my own relationship with Beyonce." And we don't know what went on between Oshun and Beyonce for her to do that, or what situation was taking place between them in private for them to make that come to that type of agreement that they would where she would allow her to use her body like that. And she's already in her body, but like to like basically overtake it for the world to see, like, hey, it's me, you know. So that was my experience with Oshun, and I ended up apologizing because she right. You know what I'm saying? Like what went on between them two have nothing to do with what goes on with me. And she is of African descent, so it is her birthright. So she can do what she want to do, and they can do what they want to do. So mind your business. Doesn't mean that this is a demon because we know Beyonce has some spiritual shit going on with her. That doesn't mean that that's the demon that she was dealing with, and then the demon came into her body or anything like that. She actually allowed a goddess to come into her body, an ancestor goddess to come into an element, a part of her. You know what I'm saying? To come into her body. So that's between them two. Oya. When I met Oya, she was like, don't fucking play with me. She, like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, like, that's like Mama Oya right there. She is very kind, very loving. I have to speak on her motherly shit she got going on her. She got some really, really good mother energy about herself. When she first came around, because I met Ochosi first, and he's like, and I was telling y'all about my initiation. Like, you don't have to be initiated by a human. Your Orishas will come to you and initiate you and test you and try you. And that's even better than a real initiation that you're going to go pay for because you ain't being tested and tried. You're paying for a service and you getting a service. That doesn't mean that you're worthy of that initiation. But when the spirit comes to you yourself, come to you in your own, on their own, and nobody else is there, then you know you are worthy of this. So you don't have to have an initiation or whatever. But Oya pretty much stood back and she watched. And when she brought her energy, when I was dealing with Papa Legba and the third eye opening and Ochosi and Ogun, I dealt with Legba, Ogun, and Ochosi first. You know what I'm saying? And they like those are the warriors, and they came and they're like, "What's up? You know, we was waiting on you to make it this far." Like, and all of this happened after I passed that point to where I was in the place where I had died in my past life. Hey, what's up, Flex? I'm glad you're joining me. But yeah, so all of that came to the place to where I had died in my last life or whatever, and I was dealing with Ochosi and them, and they came through, and they were cool. I love my masculine energy that I have around me. Like they were so cool. But Oya, when she came through, boy, she said, "Don't you fucking play with me." She said, "Let me tell you something. I'm Mama. Don't step on my toys." Like Oya let me know immediately. Like I'm not gonna play with your ass. I love you and I'm your mom, but I will fucking kill your ass. And she's like flat out let me know, like as soon as she came to my house, like if you play with me in the wrong way, like we're not doing disrespect, we not doing it because I'm a woman and we all have our own, uh, you know, like rawr, we get mad and shit, and we're girls, so we have that about ourselves or whatever. But she came, she was letting me know, okay, I'm boss. And then the other feminine energy that I had contact with was a voodoo. energy, Azuli Dantur, which is like the Black Madonna, the Black Mother Mary, and she came up in here, and it was basically the same thing as Oya, but I felt like a little bit more because she deals with the heart chakra, and this entity can like stop your heart if she needs to, you know what I'm saying? But with Oya, it was like, don't fucking play with me. I'm your mom, and make sure that you're on your P's and Q's because this energy that she has is that's it's very motherly too, but it's also like the divine feminine who is the mother god, they don't fucking play, and they not nice at all. Like they love you and they're nice to you, they're your people or whatever, and I'm not saying anything bad about my ancestors, but I'm saying they're not nice at all is that they're not going to fucking play with you. The male energies, Papa Legba and Ogun and all of them, you might get a little bit some off on them or whatever, but you ain't getting shit past no divine feminine. That I'm a woman. Maybe that's why I chose to be a woman because we know that we are truly like the portal. We are the God or whatever. And those women entities, they're already walking in that, so they're not gonna play with anybody concerning like magic and shit. So best come correct when you're dealing with those women energies because them women energies, they'll fuck you up. So that was my divine feminine versus masculinity energy. That's just my experience. I feel like again the feminine energy is a little bit more stricter than the masculine energy. The masculine energy can fuck you up too if you're doing wrong stuff and you're working with your spirits like Papa Leg, but he really can fuck somebody up. Will he? It depends on what the fuck you do. But he definitely can fuck you up. He might choose not to depending on who you are because like I said I've had my ups and downs with Papa Legba and I was like shocked to wake up the next morning like damn he didn't kill me like for real, you know what I'm saying? But um just be like I would just say be careful when it comes to like your divine feminine and your divine masculine. When you get to around some divine feminine energy, motherly energy, um, Oya, Oshun and Yemaya and them, you act like you talking to your mama. My experience. Oh, I explained that in the beginning of the video, but you came in the middle, so I'll definitely go back over that Oshun. So when I said Oshun came, she came right after Papa Legba came, and I already have reservations about her. She's in my house and I have reservations about her. I'm like, all right, well, Papa Levis say you cool so you can stay, but you ain't hopping up in my fucking body because that's all I can think of seeing Beyonce prance around as Oshun. It was Oshun. It really wasn't Beyonce doing that lemonade. That was Oshun. So there was some type of deal that was made between Beyonce and Oshun. And basically, Oshun told me to mind my fucking business. She said, what I do with her ain't got shit to do with me and your relationship. And I'm like, you're not getting in my body. And she's like, I'm already inside of there. I'm your ancestor. But whatever I did with her has nothing to do with you. That ain't none of your business. So that was my Oshun experience. But I first did come to her with like attitude and definitely a reservation because I was like, nah, girl, see, I know I seen you on stage. You get all up in Beyonce body. You was up in Beyonce body. You ain't getting up in mine. And we had our talk. She was very patient though. I'll give her that because it was like a couple days, and I finally was like, "Okay, Oshun, I'm sorry. You're right. What you do with other people has nothing to do with me." So I respect her. I shade to Oshun. I shade to Oya. I shade to Papa Legba. I shade to Ogun and Ochosi. I shade to all of them because you know I mean, just I shade to him. Anyways, but yeah, and then the other Oshun experience that I had was just I used summer honey when I was dealing with Ogun. That's always good to do. I told you how to stop, and it works. Oh my goodness, that's what's up, and that's gonna bring me into my next topic. I wanted to go over my feminine, my divine feminine, my masculinity, but so today I had went out and this is my invisible story. I always cloak myself when I go outside. I just immediately turn on the I'm invisible switch in my brain and I become invisible. So I did that. I was going to go get me some lunch today and I did that today. And I got in my car and I'm driving my big ass van. I got a van, so it's big. I'm a soccer mom or whatever, but I'm driving my van and I'm going down the street and I know that I'm invisible and I'm thinking about being invisible. At that point in time, I'm thinking about being invisible too as I'm driving. And then this person is like, I'm in the lane and it's like he's trying to get over in the lane, like move over exactly where I'm at. And at the beginning, I was like, what the fuck? I'm honking the horn like, you all see me, motherfucker. And the spirit was like, No, he didn't see you. You're invisible. So I was like, oh shit. I was so like, I was really invisible. Like this person did not see me and they were actually getting over right where my car was. Like no room to fucking, no room to move over or whatever. And I'm going off on this person. I'm honking my horn like, what the fuck? You don't see me sitting right here or whatever. And the spirit just came in the car and was like, no, they don't see you. So our powers are definitely working. I thought that was cool that that happened, and that y'all came through for you, and she stopped making it rain. I don't even know. I'm in Nebraska, so we need to warm up in here. I don't even know about the rain, but that was my spirit story for today. That I was like, wow, that really blew my mind because I sure was upset. I was like, why is this person just trying to like get over? They don't see me right here, and I was like, the spirit was like, no, they don't see you. You are invisible. You can cloak yourself. You did not let anybody see you. So no, they didn't see you. So they was straight about to hit my car because they didn't really see me. But you're the only guy on here. Flex. I had another topic and it was about tampons. But it is necessary. I don't know if you have a girlfriend. No, he didn't see my whole fucking van. No, he did not see it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, for real, for real. So yeah, I thought that was dope, especially when the spirit came and was like, "No, he doesn't see you because you cloaked yourself." And I guess that was just. And at that point, when I was driving, I really wasn't listening to the radio. I was just thinking about being invisible. I had went into some type of, I don't know, fucking trance. I knew I was going to go get something to eat, and I knew I was going to get some food at, but I just was like, I'm invisible, and then the motherfucker like straight just tried to get over right where the fuck I was. But anyways, my next topic was tampons, and I don't know if you have a girlfriend or a wife or anything, but if you get one or whatever, then this may be helpful to you, or even any woman that you know in your life, because we are the divine feminine. You can't be using no tampons. And this is for anybody who may watch the video after it's posted or whatever, a female or whatever. Flex is in the room with me. Got a shout out to my A1 since day one up in the on the lives because nobody else is here, but he ride with me, so it's all good. I'm sure y'all will view this video. But tampons blocks up your natural flow. Like that's your universe, women, ladies, goddesses, that is your portal. You cannot use them fucking tampons. You hurt yourself. You have problems in your area, like this is your portal, this is your asset down there, your oshun down there. You have issues down there if you plug it up. It's not meant to be plugged up. You're gonna have to like do it the old fashioned way. I mean, and I'm not talking about 1900s. I'm talking about 1990 something. Use a fucking pad. Because if you do not let that shit out, you're going to block the shit up. And that's also like blocking off your chakras and shit. If you use tampons, you just cannot do it. So, Flex, if you get you a woman, I'm speeding past this subject because I know there's only one guy in this chat, I mean, this live right now. So, for my other viewers, you get what I'm saying. Stop using them tampons, especially if you're talking about like you want to use your magic and you want to use your melanin and you want to use your power. You need to let your river flow, ladies. If you do not, you can become barren. You can have ovarian cysts. And I'm telling you because this shit happened to me. I had ovarian cysts and I stopped using tampons, and I've also grown spiritually. It's been almost a year since I haven't used tampons for convenience. Fuck convenience. You're using them for convenience because you don't want to have to walk around here, like feeling like you got on a diaper or whatever. Fuck that shit. I would rather put on a pad than clog up my universe, clog up my river. Like that shit needs to flow. That's why it's there. You need to clean your inside out. You can't let that shit in there. It fucks with your spirituality. It fucks with everything. So just don't use tampons, ladies. And then my last topic was remaining neutral. So we want to make sure that we keep our balance, y'all. So group, if you feel me, got to keep our balance. Let me light my herbal cigarette. So we want to try to remain neutral, just like that government video that I had posted the other night about, the government shutdown and shit. I always remain neutral. Just remain neutral in whatever that you do, no matter what's going on. Like black and white. This is gray right here. I got gray in my hair. And this is just to remind me to keep my balance, to keep that neutral. I don't want to go too far to the left, to the black. I don't want to go too far to the right. I want to remain neutral. And that's what we have to do because, which is actually gray, hint, hint. That's what's up. And I'm definitely gonna, I will light a candle for you and your twin flame. If you light one for me and mine, because I actually like just found mine or whatever. And it's a little bit of a, you got to do the rituals because you got to get them back to you. You got to get them to you. You got to do what you got to do. And if the connection is made, like you can be totally powerful with your mate, totally like spiritually powerful, sexually powerful, all of that shit. And that's what we need. Like for real, we actually need to have like us connect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Conscious people should date conscious people. Well, yeah, I do have one too. But everybody's twin flame story is different. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Um, I don't know. But put it like that. I do have one, and I actually have an actual birthday twin. But that's not like my soulmate. Soulmate. We are birthday twins. I like we was born the same year, same day, same everything. And I actually met him on our 27th birthday, and I thought he was my twin flame, but I think not. I think not. I think he's my twin though. Like he's my twin, but not like a twin that I'm supposed to be with forever or whatever. Because maybe you ain't supposed to be with your twin flame forever, and maybe you're not even supposed to be with your twin flame like romantically or whatever. Twin flames are a funny business. They are a funny, funny business. They definitely are. So I guess I can pull a couple cards. It's just me and you in the room. I'm gonna pull a couple cards for the rest of our week. I was organizing some stuff, so my room's a little junky, just a little junky. You can't even really see it, so I didn't even have to mention it. But since I did, now you know. Oh shit! All right, let's see what the spirit has to say to us to look forward to. What is this? Flex, can you see it? I'm trying to keep it still. This says new love. So that's what's up. New love. Maybe she'll come back and it'll be completely different because that'll still be new, you know? Shuffling the cards. See me shuffling, don't be looking at my belly fat. Stop putting others first before yourself. And that could be for both of us, like for real, for real. Because if your twin flame comes back and I get with my twin flame, this is some shit we gotta remember right here. Don't put the motherfuckers before our own fucking self, Flex. Do you hear me? Don't put the motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck how fine or how much you love this motherfucker. Me and you, we're pulling cards together. I'm gonna do it too. Stop putting others before ourselves. So fuck in the end, fuck that person if it come down to it. I'm just saying. Because in this game it's self-preservation. It's definitely self-preservation. We're gonna go off the top. What's this? Stop being so nice. Stop being so nice. And you know what? And I've been learning that too with my twin flame. I've been like, look, nigga, you got me fucked up and just laying on back. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so nice to people. That's what we gotta do. I'm gonna shuffle again. Pull them down so you can see me shuffling. 555. This card likes you, Flex. It likes you. It always wants to pop up when I give you a reading. But I've got this too. I did a reading on myself yesterday and I got this one again too. So positive life changes and life choices, personal freedom, growth and transition like never before. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Trust everything will fall into place. I'm going to shuffle again. I'm going to see if you can see that. Okay, you can see it. It says rotate my device. They don't want me to do it. Okay. There's that card again. And there's a lot of cards. It just wants to... Right. It's going to happen. And this one too. It just popped up. And there's a lot of cards. I counted them the other day. That's like 100 and something cards in this deck. So Spirit must be trying to let us know all things are going to work together. And that's a perfect fit. It's like perfectly together there. I'm going to shuffle more. And I've used these cards before then, but I guess these cards actually just like to come out at you. But I'm going to keep shuffling. Every time I rotate my camera, it tells me to turn it back around. How about we just grab this one because it almost fell out of my hand. Oh, My daughter is designing a card, Flex, and this is the card that we got. It's not even colored yet because I told you I just add to the deck as I go. And my daughter's designing the card. This is actually the ancestor card, and my daughter's designing it. And this is the card that we pull out right here. See the candle and that flame right there is the ancestors. This is designed by my 12-year-old, guys. She's got her spirit thing going too. So the ancestor card. So I'm really feeling from this ancestor card that it's just letting us know that our ancestors are watching out for us to continue to communicate with them, like throughout the whole process. Yeah, continue and trust them. Continue to communicate with them throughout the whole entire process and trust what they're doing for us. Trust that they're going to take care of us. Trust that they're going to make a way. I had to tell my sister like a story the other day about letting go of my food stamps and letting go of like, government assistance in every way. And the spirit was like, "Don't worry, you're gonna eat. You're gonna eat. We're gonna make sure that you're not gonna get it. You giving up your food stamps. I'll make sure you and your kids eat." And that was really like a gamble, for real, because you have to at that point depend on your sisters or whatever. I mean, your sisters, your spirits or whatever. I was talking to my sister when I had this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Your spirits to provide for you. So I didn't want to go to a food pantry, but something was like, just go to this food pantry. I'm like, I don't want to go to no food pantry because I like to eat what I like to eat or whatever. But the spirit was like, go to this food pantry. So I went to the food pantry and I got like really, really good stuff that I would have just paid for myself if I would have had the funds. I had a little funds, but the spirit was like, go here and keep your funds. You get what I'm saying? So like I went to the food pantry or whatever and they gave me like a whole bunch of stuff. Like it could fill in my whole refrigerator and my cabinets and stuff. And then at the bottom of the bag, my daughter was putting up the food at the bottom of the bag. It was some Papa Legba cornmeal, a bag of Papa Legba cornmeal at the bottom of the bag. And I told my sister this story yesterday. And this is a true story. And I knew just by my daughter bringing my mom said, look, my daughter, she said, look, mama, uh, it's some cornmeal in here. And I'm like, so put it up. And she's like, no, come look at this cornmeal. I'm like, why? She's like, it's Papa Legba cornmeal. It had the sigil on it and everything. And it was made in Kentucky. It was Papa Legba's blue cornmeal. You can look that up. You can Google it and it'll pop up. Because I had to Google it too, like, what the fuck? But it was at the bottom of the bag that the pantry gave me after giving me, like, all this good food for me and my family to eat. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I knew that Papa Legba had sent me there and that he had provided that month's worth of food, like he said he was going to. I mean, like it didn't come from a grocery store, but it came from a pantry. But it wasn't. It was fresh food. Everything was fresh. Nothing was bad in there. It was stuff that me and my kids would eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like gonna say like, oh, she went to a pantry. I don't want to fucking go to a pantry. But the whole point is, sometimes you just gotta trust the spirit. And he'll provide for you. And he did show up for me. He definitely did provide for me. He provided for my children, and he also like put his little stamp on it. Like so, he wanted to let me know that I did this by putting that cornmeal in that bag and making sure. Like I told you I was gonna take care of you, and I was gonna make sure everything's okay. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Grab another card. I don't know if you see that. Open doors. Doors are gonna open. I don't know what door you're trying to twin flame door. It's opening. And this is a Papa Legba card too. That's why I made the door red. Because this is like a Papa Legba card. I want all of the cards that have doors on them. Yep. Yes, that's what I said. Yes, that cornmeal. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's what I was trying to tell my sister as well. And then that stuff too, like, I would like the car situation this morning. When I went to get, so it was like around lunchtime. That car situation, when I was mad at the dude or whatever for like cutting me off and like almost hit my car and all this stuff. So I was mad at him, and then the spirit was like, "This is your magic is working, girl. What the fuck? He can't see you. you cursing him out and hucking your horn and shit, and you didn't close yourself, and that's why he almost hit you because you weren't there to him. You were in another. You weren't even there at all. He did not see you at all. So that's a door that I hope that they continue to open for us. Definitely a door that I hope that they continue to open for us because that magic working is. And what else? We're gonna pull some more, just right off the top. This is the Overcomers card, and I like that because see the person on the top of that hill. The Overcomers card Just because you see the person on top of the hill right now, that means they ass was down here trying to get to that place, trying to get to where they want to be and what they're trying to do. And the sun is now shining down on us. So the Overcomers card, that's a really good card to get in any reading for me because I am an overcomer. And if you believe anything about the Bible, which like I believe pieces of it because pieces of it is true. They took pieces of it from other ancient texts and pieced it in that motherfucker. So you have to piece like together. But it does say that in Revelations, the ones that overcome shall inherit the earth, the kingdom, or whatever. So being an overcomer is also awesome thing. I think I'm gonna pull right off the top again, and then I'm gonna shuffle, and then we got the open roads card. I'm gonna just run back this right quick, and then I'm just gonna do the bottom of the deck. Let me show you how I'm shuffling. Shuffling. That card's trying to jump out. These cards trying to jump out. Okay, so we're going to leave that bottom card the way that it is, and then we're going to go back through the deck so we can get the reading right. So the first card we pulled was that new love that we were talking about. Ashe to our ancestors and our angels that are trying to bring back that love in our lives, or bring love to us in our lives. Ashe to them for that. Then when we get this love, we need to know that we need to stop putting them, no matter what. We want to be loved. We want to be in relationships. We want to have somebody to hold in the middle of the night. We want to do all that. But no matter what the situation is, stop putting other people before ourselves. We want to stop doing it because in the end, this is a one-man show. This is just about you and your ascension, this walk that you're on. So the twin flame is just a perk. That twin flame is just like, the weed of the earth. You get to smoke it, but you can't like take it with you. You get me? So don't put nobody before yourself. Always follow your intuition first, no matter what. And then the other one was to stop being so nice. Stop being so nice. You gotta have balance. Be mean to the motherfucker every now and then because you know what? That's how you end up getting played. You be so fucking nice to people that they don't take you seriously. And then they don't want to love you. So fuck that shit. Be mean every now and then. Make the motherfucker sweat. Even if you're really nice inside. Like, if you're really nice inside, you still need to just back off for a little bit. Make the motherfucker sweat. If you can't yourself being nice, every now and then just say no. Just say it. Even though you want to give it to them, just say no. For real, I would. Then we got that 555, which was that positive life changes, life choices, personal freedom, growth, and transition like never before. Let everything go that does not serve you and trust everything will fall into place. And then that spirit wrapped that up with this. All things are going to work together. So don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. And then what came next was that ancestor card. The next time y'all see this is going to be colored. I'm going to make my daughter get onto it. Like she half did her ancestor card. But, we got to trust our ancestors. We got to keep in contact with them. We got to listen to what it is that they say and follow that intuition. If you hear it, then it's more than likely them saying, like, if you're in a situation and you start feeling something spiritual is going on and you hear that voice, that's more than likely your ancestors saying, hey, do this and follow that voice because you are your own savior. You're the only one that can save you. They can just help you from the other side. I did get a comment on the video the other day where a lady was like, watching my other video and was like, if you would have not passed your test in that place that you went to, which was where you died in your previous life, would Papa Legba have saved you or would he have, helped you at all? And I had to tell her, no. Your ancestors and Papa Legba and them, they can help you to a certain extent, certain circumstances and certain situations, but you are essentially on your own, which is why you got to learn how to do your magic. You got to do it yourself. You got to survive. They'll help you. That's your army. That's your army or whatever. But they're not the actual fighter. They're not the actual player. You are. You're the android. And then we got open doors. Doors are going to be opening for us soon. Wonderful. Overcomer. I believe those doors are opening because we have already overcome the things that we had to go through. If you're here, then I know you done been through some shit because I have been through some shit that it's hard to even explain to people the things that I have seen spiritually and just like all of it spiritual, but it's just being here on this earth. So going through those things and overcoming, that's why those doors are opening, because we are the overcomer. We already did that. This should say overcame or something. Because I feel like in spirit, we've already done that. We've already been through so much. So there's nothing more to go through other than raising on up. And then that last card was the open roads card. So that just goes along with everything is about to fall in place. The roads are open. The doors are open. It's time to go through them. And then we're just going to get the last card off the bottom of the deck. Discernment is key. I don't know if you can see that. Try to get a focus on the camera. I can't do it like a makeup tutorial because I only got two hands. Discernment is key. So make sure that we're using our spirit of discernment. You know, I'm sorry, I had to take a minute to read that, but that is what we're all that's the test that we're all in. That's the test that we are all in. But you know what? Whether I fail or not, I'm not coming back to this motherfucker. Straight up. I've already in my mind, and that's something that you need to do right now. Like when you be meditating, I'm already in my mind creating a heaven for myself. I already have it. So if something happens to me, I'm not reincarnated no matter fucking what. Because this is where I'm going. I'm going to protest. They can't take you anywhere in spirit that you don't want to go. Hi, Phoenix. They can't take you anywhere in spirit that you don't want to go if you've already created it. So that's what death is. And I explained it in my other video that when you do die or whatever, if you've already created where you're going, like that's where you're going. And that's part of being like, if you're a Christian too. So if you're a Christian and you believe in the hell and you believe in the heaven, then you will die and you will go to that heaven and that hell. But you're going to realize when you get to the heaven that it's repetitive, because all you're going to do every day is worship some other God, which is not you. And you are the God. You are the God. So why worship another God? When you are a God. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to that heaven, you're not even going to want to be there. And then you'll say, okay, I woke up from that reality. Now I'm going to have to reincarnate, because the only way that you can get out of that Bible heaven is to reincarnate and come back here and do it again and find your way out of it. You have to find your way out of it. But everybody's test is that test. I'm feeling like we need to take okay, so we had this card. We're just going to try to take this card right off of the top here. Oh, it fell. We're going to grab it. We're going to grab it. What does it say? Is it upside down? Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. Trust yourself more. Trust yourself more. And that's what makes it easier. And that's what I've been doing. That was for you, Phoenix. That's what's up. Yeah, you do need to trust yourself more. And that's for Flex too. Like for real, that's for Flex too. You need to trust yourself more. And that's how you pass that test, by trusting yourself more. Like, I had to quit my job. Hello, how are you? I had to quit my job. Like, they were like, quit your job. And I'm like, what? I don't want to quit my job, and I can't get my nails done. I can't do this. I can't do that. But I quit my job. And I had to trust myself. And then when I quit my job, I grew spiritually. Like, I spiritually grew. And that definitely was a choice that I had to make. So I'm going to just pull a card for Phoenix. Again, Phoenix, you need to follow your intuition. Trust yourself more and follow that intuition. Listen to it. Follow it. Yep. Phoenix, this is for you. The number 9. Universal love, selflessness, generosity, brilliance, divine will, triple manifest. 3 times 3. It's 9. This is for you, Phoenix. I like that name, Phoenix, because the Phoenix is, you've been working with Ishu, Ashe to Ishu, Ashe. That is nothing but Papa Legba, ahead of Papa Legba. You said couldn't be me as a child. Ashe Baba Legba, absolutely. So I found out what Baba means. It means Prince of the Darkness, and I had a candle with Papa Legba that has been burning. This candle actually just went out last night, and I had this candle burning for 3 days. It was just a big old candle, and it just kept. And I had it going for like 3 days. And Papa Legba let me know that that meant Prince of Darkness. So like that's just awesome. I don't know. Well, I just had felt like I needed to say that. And then I'm gonna talk about the Elohim because you said a shoe. You were dealing with a shoe. Um, Papa Legba explained to me about the Elohim. Oh, look at this, balance energies. And this is like another Papa Legba card. Like it really is. You know what I'm saying? Because he is gray. He's in between. He's a neutral spirit. Eshu is a neutral spirit. They don't hate you. They don't love you. They're in between. You get what I'm saying? They can root for you. And they might like you a little bit, but in the end, they're in between. You know. But all Eshu is a mini. He's a face. The Elohim is like the one body, but several different heads of the body. You get what I'm saying? So it's like several different heads of the body. So Eshu is essentially Papa Legba, and Papa Legba is Eshu, and he is also the Christ. He's like it's not weird. I don't even really know how to describe it, but so in my room, I know y'all can see around or whatever, but there's pictures of me, right? And they're all different pictures of me. And this is when I first moved. Yeah, that's what's up, and he will let you know. And look, there's all different pictures of me up here. I got to look out the window, but there's all pictures of me in my room, and they all look different. That's correct. They will never know if they're not in the spiritual world. But look, I have all these different pictures in my room, and when I first put these pictures up of me, it scared the shit out of me, and it's just me. Let me turn my camera around so y'all can see. I'm just gonna hop around my room. So there's different pictures of me, and every single picture looks different. Every single of me is different. I look completely different in every single picture, right? And I put these pictures up in my room, and I was like fucking scared. Like when I first put them up there, the spirit was like, "Put all these pictures of yourself up there." That was kind of like falling down, but the spirit was like, "Put all these pictures up there." I'm sorry, y'all. There I go. They were like, "Put all these pictures up there and look at them." So I'm looking at them, and I look different in every single picture. Every single picture I look different in. And they let me know that that was nothing other than the Godhead. That's who we are. We all are the same fucking person, but we different faces of that being. If you get me, y'all get me. That's because you're a part of the Elohim. That's why none of your pictures look the same, and that's why Papa Legba can be Ishu, and Papa Legba can be Christ, and Papa Legba can be Papa Legba, and he can be Elegwa. He can be all of those four different, and they're all different personalities, but they're all the same person. He can also be a form of the Baba Luau. He can be a form of him too. So, but that's all one entity. So like we all basically are that. That's basically what we are. No, I'm not a narcissist. I just said it scared the shit out of me. I just want you to know that I just said like when I put the pictures, these are pictures, and I have a Facebook. I mean, I don't have a Facebook, but I do have an Instagram, and you're welcome to look on there. There's not pictures of me all up on that Instagram. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is pretty much the only place that you guys will see me. On my Instagram, if I'm doing like a little video, and I post all my videos on here as well that I post on Instagram. And if you do want to follow me on Instagram, it's Beautiful Light on Instagram, Beautiful Light 717. And you guys can take a look at that Instagram if you guys would like. But the pictures up there of me, like I said, when I first put them up there, it scared the shit out of me because I was looking at it looked as if I was looking at different beings. I like everything, every picture was fucking different. So it scared the shit out of me. And then when Papa Legba came and he showed me that there is that he was all these different beings in one, when he turned into the Christ and then he turned into Satan, he showed me that he was all these different beings in one. I then understood. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not though, but I do appreciate the comment. But he showed me that we were just all different faces of the same being, which is why you can't be like racist or anything because you never know. You never know. I mean, like we know what the shit is down here. You get what I'm saying? But you can't just be flat out hating people because they have lighter skin than you or they have darker skin than you because you in the one thing that the Bible does say if you can discern through the Bible and use it how it's supposed to be used, and I'm not saying this in a religious aspect at all, but the Bible does say, be careful who you entertain or how you treat people, because you could be entertaining angels, and that is so true. When Papa Legba did come to me, before he actually came up in my house, there was a man, an older man in my job. I'm looking out the window. There was an older man in my job that asked me for water, and I didn't realize it until Papa Legba had shown me. Like, I was working at this restaurant and everything's so fast paced, and this man had asked some other people for water, and they just walked right past them. And this man had on red and black, and he had on white. He had red and black. He had a red apron on, a black shirt, and then a black and white hat on in the kitchen. And he was a chef. And it was an older man. He was like missing some teeth in the front. But that was Papa Legba. He came into this old man at my job and he said, "Can you get me water?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And I stopped everything I was doing to get the man some water or whatever. And he smiled and he said, "Thank you." And he went back about his business. But when Papa Legba had came in my house, he let me know right there. He said, he gave me another vision. Like, that was me. You gave me water. I asked you for some water and you gave it to me. So you should definitely always be nice to other people and be neutral, be gray. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do you guys have any other questions? I'm done pulling cards for right now. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. All right, y'all, I'm finna be Audi 5000. Right on. You guys feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and also find me on Instagram. I'm there, guys. All right, and I'll be back to do some more readings probably in a couple days, unless something else happens. All right, see you later.